Is this thing a dog?
A dog?
Yes.
What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
Today, August 6th, marks the US release of The Suicide Squad, directed by the talented James Gunn. I had the pleasure of watching this on HBO Max. I had been excited for this movie since it was announced, and I am happy to say that it didn't disappoint. The Suicide Squad was great in all aspects. All of the actors were great, and the characters were well written. The plot was entertaining and interesting, the action was terrific, and the comedy was also terrific. I loved how the movie started off showing the massacre of Team 1 before focusing on Team 2. From the Team 1 massacre, I especially loved Michael Rooker's character, Savant. I love how he started off as a stone-cold criminal, and after witnessing the massacre of his team, he turned into a scared, screaming coward. He had a huge character arc in like 20 minutes. It was great. Team 1 was great, but Team 2 is where the best characters were. My favorite character in the whole movie, maybe even in all of DC, was King Shark. He was so funny, but also so gruesome. His kills were definitely the best kills in the movie. Sylvester Stallone did an amazing job with the voice acting. I also loved Polka Dot Man. He was my second favorite in the movie. He was also very funny, and his powers were surprisingly cool. I was devastated at his death, which shows how likable he was.
I'm a motherfucking super...
The rest of the team was great, too. Ratcatcher was fun, and Bloodsport was awesome. Harley Quinn was also very great. Margot Robbie returned to the role, and gave it her all. She was my third favorite character. I especially loved Harley's escape scene. The action and music were amazing. The chemistry between the team was what made the Suicide Squad so entertaining as the main group of characters, but their internal conflict made them feel so real. The conflicting thoughts between Flag and Peacemaker about the government secrets were so interesting. That is what made Peacemaker such an amazing character for me. He was willing to kill his teammates and hide proof of American involvement in Project Starfish, just for peace. His moral ambiguity is excellent. Also, the end credit scenes were great. The first one showed that Weasel survived, which was pretty funny, and the second one showed that Peacemaker survived. If you didn't know, there will be a Peacemaker show on HBO Max sometime in 2022. Although I'm not sure how Peacemaker was able to survive a bullet to the neck and then a collapsed building, I am looking forward to the show. And of course, I must mention Starro the Conqueror. Starro was so cool. I loved how he was in the movie only at the end, but was still able to steal the spotlight. Also, his final line where he says that he was happy floating in space really made me feel for Starro, and it humanized him, which was great. Overall, The Suicide Squad is amazing. It is definitely one of the best comic movies ever made, and it is also one of the best DC movies ever made. It is a huge step up from Suicide Squad, so thank you James Gunn. I absolutely love this movie, and I will definitely rewatch it in the future. I give this movie 10 out of 10 Starros. That is it for this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
Questions?
And?
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.